Welcome back to another edition of Everybody's Italian on Sunday. We're going to show you another nice, easy, good summer recipe to use up some of that basil and tomatoes. Nice, fresh tomato sauce with some pasta. So what we want to do first, get a nice little pot. We're just going to do a small pot of the fresh tomato sauce today. So we want to coat the bottom of our pan with some good extra virgin olive oil. I have already preheated this. I want it on maybe low to medium heat. Then we're going to add, I've got about 6-7 cloves of garlic to that olive oil. Just start sizzling in the pan. And we're going to cook that up just a little bit, just till it kind of gets a little slightly golden brown. Okay, we've let the garlic just brown very slightly. This we're going to remove at the very end. We're just adding it whole like that just to flavor the sauce. Okay, now what we are going to do is add about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of some nice vine-ripe tomatoes and Campari tomatoes. You could be growing them in your garden, or you can get them at the supermarket. They're readily available. I'm going to cook those up a minute. And to this, I'm going to add maybe about 1/2 cup, depending on how much you make, of crushed tomato. Crushed tomato would just give it 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup probably to this 1.5 pounds. That will just give it just a little more saucy consistency. Not much. It's still going to keep the recipe really light. And then to that, we're going to add some coarse sea salt. Maybe about 1/2 to 3/4 teaspoon. And then to that, we're going to add just a little, just a couple little hot red pepper flakes to that, if you want. If you don't want to add them, you don't have to. I just put a few little sprinkle in just to give it a little bit of zing, but you'll barely even taste it. Now we are going to add the olive oil. You want some really nice extra virgin olive oil. As you can see, I'm not measuring, but we're probably going to do about 1/2 to 3/4 cup of olive oil. This will cook down really nicely. It gives it a really nice tomatoey and that beautiful extra virgin olive oil taste to your pasta once this cooks down. So we're going to let this cook down for a few minutes, and then we will come back and show you what it looks like after it's cooked down with the olive oil. Oh, almost forgot. I want to add a few basil leaves, and that will be to taste. I'm going to probably add around 6 of these nice fresh basil leaves, and I keep them right here in the kitchen. This little mason jar and some water. You can put it right on your windowsill, keep it on the counter. See how beautiful that looks already once this cooks down. And you have to do it to taste. Just taste it. You may need to adjust it. You may need to add more salt. You may even need to add a little more olive oil. So once this cooks down, we'll show you what that looks like, and then we'll add it to our pasta, and we'll be ready to eat it. Okay, we're back again. We let this sauce cook down for about 20 minutes. One thing that I didn't mention to you is just keep an eye on it and stir it. You want to try to break down these tomatoes the best that you can. You could use, I even got my tongs and kind of smash them. And again, as I stated before, you want to pull the garlic out because nobody wants to be biting into a big piece of garlic. And also, there may be some tomato skins on there. You're going to want to take those out too. They're not real tasty. So we've let this cook down. Look how beautiful it is with the basil. I did add a little more olive oil. You're going to want to taste it because you might want to adjust your seasonings, your salt, the olive oil. Now one little trick I'm going to show you at the very end, you get like maybe 1/2 tablespoon of butter. This is just going to really smooth it out and make it real nice and shiny and really pretty. It just kind of adds another little depth of flavor and a little depth of thickness to this sauce. So we added that. That is ready. And we're going to get ready to plate. Get ready to plate our pasta, and we'll show you how it looks and ready to be served. We have some nice al dente penne. You can use whatever kind of pasta you prefer. We're going to add our nice fresh tomato sauce. Look how pretty, orange, and bright, summery. A little bit of that basil in there. You can add more basil if you like more basil. Oops, we don't want that big chunk of garlic in there. We can get those out of there. And again, I did add a little more olive oil, maybe about another 1/4 of a cup. And then sauce, you add as much as you like. There it is.
That looks great.
Pasta bowl. We're going to clean this off.
You have to throw a little basil on there.
We could throw some fresh basil on top. Great idea, Sonny. And then we're going to sprinkle a little bit of, can you put that down, please?
Yes.
Sprinkle a little bit of Romano or Parmesan cheese on top with that beautiful green basil. And there it is, some nice fresh tomato sauce from the garden. Enjoy, buon appetito. Don't forget to like and subscribe our page, and stay tuned for some more easy, delicious recipes.